You mentioned taking notes whenever you are reading the kind of like tactical personal growth books. You take the notes, you filter those, you also do it on the physical books. I know you've interviewed Robert Greene. I'm a fan of his work and Ryan's work. And the method that they use for writing their books is basically what you are currently doing. I noticed that it was the same in my case. I read a lot of books. I take notes. I have a system, and I was writing all the notes in one page. And then I realized that it's so easy to write an article. I write blogs, and it's so easy to write an article after you've read several books on the topic because you just write the highlights and then the ideas just flow. How close? I know you've talked about this in several videos. How close are you to writing a book? Is that something that you have? Hey, this is near future. I already have an idea, or are you still letting? Well, I'm gonna let the idea come up, or are you ready, kind of like doing the Ryan Holiday work of putting the different notes and stories into categories so that it's easier for a big idea to come up?
I'm a lot farther along than you would think. I've written about 90% of the first draft of my first book. And it's been a long process, but I actually committed back in March of 2021 to start the project. And I did sort of what you're describing. I created an outline for the book, and I've started writing inside of that outline and aggregating information. You mentioned guys like Ryan Holiday or Robert Greene. What's interesting about their books is that they're so studied. Like Robert Greene, I think in my interview with him, he said he read like 3,000 books in order to prepare for the 48 Laws of Power. Or with Ryan Holiday, when he writes a book on Stoicism, he's read hundreds of ancient texts. And what they do is they try to combine information in a novel way. And so I sort of had some insecurities around the start of that process. Like, here I am, I'm in my late 20s. All I've really done is read hundreds of books and started a decent business, but entrepreneurship nonetheless. Like, am I really credible enough to write a book? And then I think, well, I've read more than 99% of people, and I think I have a little bit of a unique flavor. So yeah, I can aggregate this information in a unique way and tell a story, or tell the story of all the information that I've learned in a unique way. And so, yeah, I'm about 90% done with the first draft, and I would anticipate that book gets launched somewhere in the second half of this year.